What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Shawn. Welcome to my channel, y'all. So look, if any of y'all do know, man, y'all gotta check me out on my end, Shawn. As y'all know, I decided, you know what, I want to get my own channel, but more importantly, I want to let y'all know something. I moved. So look, y'all, so this video right here, man, I just wanted to welcome each and every one of y'all, man, each and every one of y'all Worldshakers, man, who's gonna be following me. I want y'all to, man, just boom that subscribe button, man. I want y'all to just like it up and keep sharing it all across, man, all the platforms and all that, y'all. So without further ado, I just want to let y'all know something real quick. Your boy did not get kicked out the crib, but it felt like it. But look, man, I actually got a job. So look, I got a job up in Pittsburgh, and I just want to take y'all on this little journey with me. I want y'all to see, where I was gonna have to potentially live. So we just gonna get right into it, you know what I'm saying? But I will tell you this though, I was looking for a 1-1. Ideally, if I was able to get a 2-2, that is definitely what I was looking for, because I just wanted space. Some of the apartments are 1-1s and a bunch of mixed with the 2-2s, but I had to just figure out, what was gonna really be the one for me. And we just gonna look at these together, man, because it was really hard. It really was, y'all. But look, I want y'all to see for yourselves. I want y'all to see what y'all think of them too. So we gonna get right into it. We just gonna see, what was really going on while I was up here. And also, I gotta give a huge shout out to my mom and to my little sister, because I can tell y'all right now, y'all gonna see in some of the videos, your boy had the sling on. If y'all go actually to my channel with my girlfriend Maya, y'all see that I had shoulder surgery like back in February, and I couldn't really do a whole lot, and they were such a great help. But without further ado, we're gonna get right into it. So looking at this first apartment, this one was a 2-2. Had tile and everything, in the bathroom. This was one of the first ones. Was actually located more so near like it was more so located like downtown. It was like downtown Pitt. You look at it, had shower, it had everything. It was kind of dated, I can say. Then you had obviously a good spacious bedroom. It wasn't too bad. Obviously it would definitely be enough space to get probably a queen or something in there. Also the closet was okay. Considering with my job, I wear a lot of suits and I actually do need a lot of space. Now this is what really messed me up, because I like carpet, but I feel like there was too much carpet. And then this right here, I don't even know what that was. Yeah, so this right here, it had like a, obviously you had like a little deck that you can go out to, which would be cool if want to have like a little morning read or something. But this right here messed me up. Oh my goodness. Oh, this messed me up, because I wanted to walk out right after this, because I do see the fact that it had a pantry. I do appreciate that, but this is very dated. This looks like they haven't updated this in almost 20 years. For one, it is a check that it had, a 2-2, so definitely I can definitely do a lot with that. I can have an office, I can even turn that to a guest room and all of that. I really wasn't too crazy about the fact that the appliances weren't really that updated. I really do like to cook. I really, would be in the kitchen more than often. Overall, I mean, I would, if I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I mean, I would give that about a 5. I really didn't like the fact that it wasn't updated. They said that they were going to, but they weren't. I don't even honestly know if they really were, going to at this point, just because, I mean, look, they, obviously were, just trying to move people in as soon as they possibly could. So I wasn't really crazy about it, but we're gonna get to the next one. So let's go to apartment number 2. So apartment number 2, I definitely did actually like this one. It had more of like an industrial feel to it. This model definitely, kind of, gave, that effect. And as you can see right here, your boy had on the big boy sling. So this one, you can see everything. The appliances were definitely much more updated here. It had kind of like that industrial flooring kind of thing. Also, this is kind of where it kind of was messing me up, because the wall, like, there really wasn't much of a bedroom, so you didn't really have a closet. You just kind of had like a sheet that went over, so there really wasn't a whole lot of space to work with. You only had one place to put your. So then you go to the kitchen. This one is definitely more modern. You know, there really isn't a whole lot of storage. Again, you know, this is probably for someone who's more of a minimalist. I don't really identify as that, but I do like the exposed brick that they have in there. I like the tall ceilings. This is definitely like a really cool look. I honestly couldn't be mad at this. This is definitely, you know, like something if you want to get a different feel, or that up north feel. So I can tell y'all something right now, just a little pro tip. So I do like the up north feel. I think that those was one of the big pros. One of the big cons I do feel about it was there wasn't really a lot of storage, or if there was storage, I mean, everything was kind of on the open, so you could already tell that, you know, there really wasn't much more you could do. Now I can tell you one thing now that I learned about like looking at all these apartments. Like having a washer and dryer is like a straight luxury. You know, like coming from Florida, you would think that that is something that everybody has, but it is not. So that was one thing I had to actually look for. That, and also AC. Those are two of the big things. So it was like I crossed out a lot of apartments just because they did not have AC and washer and dryer included in the unit. Those are like two of the hardest things to find. You would think it wouldn't, but it was. But we're gonna get into apartment number 3. Into number 3. You know, this one right here definitely had more of a modern look to it. It had like a transitional feel. I love the hardwood floors. And then the view itself, you really can't get mad at the view. The view is dope. Like you really can't. You got floor to ceiling windows. The bedroom is a little small and it has a very weird layout, but you go to the bathroom, and this is, I think, the primary. This one, you know, had, you know, they made up for it by the fact of it having, definitely made up for the fact of having like a really dope color scheme and everything. It just had a really weird setup. But I wasn't mad about it at all. You know, definitely modern, definitely good finishes everywhere. This was like a corner unit. It was a 2-2 as well. This one had a smaller closet, but you had views all around. So you definitely, you know, are getting a lot of good natural sunlight in here, which you can't be mad about. You know, this one is a little smaller than normal for a bedroom, but it definitely has a really good view all in all. So, but for apartment number 3, I can definitely tell you the pros are for this one, which this one was like a true high rise to me. For one, it was a 2-2, and more importantly, it had more space than obviously apartment 2 did. It didn't have an industrial feel, but it had, like, you know, that real luxury feel that you're looking for. It had everything that you need. It had, you know, the in-unit washer and dryer. It had, you know, obviously, you know, good amount of counter space for cooking and all of that. So it had all those pluses. The rooms, in my opinion, were a little bit on the small side for me, and the layout of it was a little odd. But you couldn't get wrong with the view. I mean, the main con I can tell you is, from what I saw, was there wasn't really a lot of storage. And that really would spell a problem for me, considering I have a lot of stuff and I'm trying to store everything. But, you know, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna look at apartment number 4, and we're gonna actually have to weigh out, you know, because it's a tough decision. I mean, that right there, the view itself is a good statement piece. You can't get wrong with that. We're gonna go to apartment 4 and see what happens. This one was like really modern. This one was like the definition of like minimalism at its finest. So this one had a big pro for me. It had, you know, the floating vanity. It also had a whole shower. So that's one thing I've been always wanting, was a walk-in shower. Always wanted that. This one also had kind of a different kind of closet, like a double-sided closet, which I didn't mind at all. You know, it wasn't like the biggest amount of space, but it was decent. The room to me was really closed. It was really close to me. This one right here, you know, the living room, you know, and I mean, everything was just kind of like jam-packed together. You really gotta make use of all the space that you got going on. But I mean, you can make it work if it's just one person. But for apartment number 4, I can definitely tell you the biggest, like one of the biggest, you know, pros about it is it was definitely more updated than probably most apartments. It had a walk-in shower. It had, you know, I think more storage than most. But it seems like a lot of the trend that was going on in all the apartments was, you're not gonna get like the ultimate amount of storage. You're just gonna have to deal with what you just gotta deal with. That's really all you can do. You just gotta deal with it. As far as like space, I feel like the room was way too small. You can get a queen size bed in there. I mean, they said a king, but I don't even know how you can get a king in there. I don't even know if I could. But it was adequate enough if it's just you and you just got a few things, and you probably not a big cook or anything like that. that'd probably be the perfect size kitchen for you. For me, I don't know, I can't really say much about it, but we're gonna get to apartment number 5. So looking at this one, I love the hardwood floors. It had the exposed, like this exposed wall, so it had like that industrial look too. And then, you know, just going a little further, I see that it had some, you know, it had a decent amount of storage in there. It wasn't too bad. And, you know, honestly, it had a washer and dryer just like most of them did. This one was actually in the same building, believe it or not. So it made you feel like he was in a whole different world or whatever. But going into the bathroom, I like the different transition of the tile. You know, had everything I needed. This one had the tub, which is fine. You know, it is what it is. This room right here was still kind of small. It still was kind of small. It had high ceilings, which is fine. The closet, I mean, it was a regular size closet. It wasn't nothing crazy. Probably need to get extra couple racks in there. Now this was where it really like got interesting. So I love the kitchen. The kitchen, everything was great. You know, I'm not crazy about white, but you know, you gotta compromise. This was basically the rest of the living room. So the flowers and everything are beautiful. Love the windows. My sister is acting up right now. She's acting up. I was really looking at this space, and it is a very interesting space. But one of the pros for me for this space really was just the fact that it was just different. Like it still kind of reminded me of like the apartment, like the second apartment. The only problem with this one was first of all, that island I felt like took up everything. So I literally was in there I was in there for about maybe 10 minutes trying to figure out if I could even put a couch in there, or if I had to do like a little love seat and then like a breakfast table or something. Like I really was like so confused. I mean, I know I could put like a TV up there in the concrete, it would have been fine, but I was really like a little skeptical as like how I could really get, you know, like really make use of everything. It had everything that you need, you know, I had all the in-unit and everything. It was a 1-bedroom. It would have been fine for me, but I was still a little confused as to what I could really do with the space. Like you saw how it looked. I mean, there was not much I could work with, but we're gonna get to the next one. So this one is straight views right here, y'all. So this one was on like the like the 30th floor or something. It was like a 1-bedroom penthouse. It was crazy. It wasn't that big, but it had everything you needed. It had all the essentials. There wasn't really that much space. Like when we're talking about like space is everything to me, space is everything. I need to have storage space. It had a decent kitchen, but it was just an efficient kitchen. It wasn't a whole lot I could work with. I really could not do a whole lot. It made me feel like I was in a hotel almost, just with how much space was in the kitchen. I couldn't do much with that. Also too, like there really wasn't much, you know, to do outside of that, but the room also was dark, really dark. You had a closet, which was great. And then you had a walk-in shower, which was even better. Yeah, so this one, even though like it had views and everything, my biggest thing is, again, I need to be able to move in. I need to be able to like spread everything out. I really feel like you couldn't do that with that one. That was more of a place that I could visit instead of live in, because I don't know where I was gonna put anything at. Like there literally was no room for anything anywhere. So that one, you know, definitely was, you know, it definitely was, you know, a little hard to, you know, to kind of figure out what I was gonna put in it. But again, you know, some people have less stuff or, you know, don't need as much space as others. So we're gonna look at the next one. So we're gonna see, because I was going through all of these and I'm telling you, it was hard. It was hard. So this one was actually probably the most modern out of all of them, in the sense of it also had an equal amount of space and it just had everything. I love the microwave, I love the fridge, the faucet. This had an adequate amount of like, I love the detached like island, so I could like put some stuff in there too. You know, it was like a typical apartment, but sometimes you just need a regular apartment. Sometimes you don't need all that extra stuff. You also had a nice little balcony. Then, you know, this was a 1-bedroom as well, so this actually had a decent amount of space, so you can put like a nice queen size in here and, you know, make some use of it, probably get some nightstands and all of that. You also had a double closet, so you actually had a walk-in and then you had kind of like a, I would say like a, you know, just like a regular open the door closet. Like it wasn't anything crazy in here. You know, you was able to just walk right in and, you know, do what you need to do. So it wasn't like, you know, I'll probably put like jackets or something over, like a suit or something. Like it was enough space for one person. And then it also had like the his and hers sinks, which is actually kind of cool, you know, especially if, you know, my girlfriend's visiting, you know, she get on sink and you outside the tub, you know, which again isn't such a big issue. And then lastly, you know, again, I cannot stress y'all enough, this is so big. It's so big to actually see that in both places. It really, really is. And then just some extra storage. But look, I had to make a hard decision. But look, I want y'all to let me know down in the comments below, what do y'all think I chose? What do you think I chose? What y'all thought I chose? Because I can tell you right now, between all of the apartments that I just showed y'all, they all look good. They all look good. You know, you got the 1 bedroom, you got the 2 bedrooms. I can already tell y'all right now, y'all gotta wait till the next video, man. But look, y'all just stay tuned, man, because look, I'm really looking forward to letting y'all see the empty apartment tour, y'all. It is gonna be epic, I'm telling you, man. It is gonna be so dope. But look, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for, you know, subscribing to the channel, man. I hope to see each and every one of you guys again and again for each and every banger that I'm dropping, y'all. So look, man, peace. Stay 2 steps above, man.